Serena Azzurra tasted her first breath on a melon blush Monday the 3rd of April 1999 inside a whitewashed clinic perched above the turquoise coves of Cala Luna on Sardinia's east coast. Outside, salt wind rustled juniper branches, while a lone Londonades player teased soft sunrise notes beside a copper pot of myrtle tea. Serena's mother, a coral bead jeweler who keeps tiny lapis shards in every apron pocket, hummed Gallery's lullabies about moon dolphins stitching courage into night waves. Her father, a seagrass conservation diver whose shirt always smells of cork oak smoke and honeyed pecorino, leaned close to the newborn's ear and promised that real horizons never squeeze a body, they simply open wider for spirits brave enough to blade. Curves rippled through the Azzurra line like indigo veins in island marble, so nobody stirred when baby Serena popped the linen ties on her third baptism gown before Father Luciano reached the closing amen. Nonna Bianca calmly loosened every seam, slipped azure satin wedges into the gaps, then laughed that extra cloth cost centesimi while extra daring buys continents. From that dawn on, every bedtime blessing ended with the same refrain, shine so fierce even the mistral pauses. Primary school mornings smelt of lemon pin carousel and corridor whispers. Taller and fuller than each classmate, Serena eclipsed the flickering slide projector whenever Maestro Rocca invited her to arc shipping routes across a sun-bleached map of the Tyrrhenian Sea. One Maestro recess, a boy shouted she blocked more light than the old Capo Camino lighthouse. At twilight, she tiptoed into her mother's coral shed, rescued chipped lapis beads, polished them bright, and stitched them like falling comets along both sleeves of her navy cardigan. At the next bell, fluorescent tube scattered blue sparks through chalk dust clouds each time she raised her hand. A visiting volunteer teacher filmed 10 shaky seconds on a battered flip phone, posted the clip to a newborn video board, and before moonrise, 19,000 strangers applauded the girl who bent teasing into tidal light. Serena traced a single promise on a honey-smudged workbook. Mirrors magnify while echoes dissolve. Teen weekends belong to sunset craft rows beside the limestone harbor, midnight tamburino circles inside stone courtyards, and dawn reef surveys where seahorses curved commas around seagrass blades. Store jeans bruised her thighs, so Serena swapped snorkel lessons for weather-frayed sails, cut them into sweeping palazzo pants, and posed against ochre church walls while sheer waters printed question marks in the sky. She launched an online diary titled Azure Lullaby, captions weaving island slang with clear English confessions such as hips carry half the sunrise. By her 17th San Giovanni festival, 84,000 loyal hearts double-tapped each coral dusk frame, proof that glowing rectangles hush cafeteria gossip faster than any counselor's speech. A scholarship ferried her north to Milan's Istituto Marangoni. Daylight dissolved inside pattern labs. Nights belonged to a 24-hour Fregola cart, wedged under the Navigli archways. The cart's flickering Siren Sea logo became her single key light. Between saffron orders, she filmed 90-second reels, twisting parchment bowls into bougainvillea hairpins while decoding dart rotation in half Sardinian lilt and half city snack. One loop, brumming steel ladles on stock pots while speed hemming a velvet trench, vaulted beyond 1 million plays in fewer than 48 hours. Vogue Italia crowned her the Fregola Couturière, yet every sponsor letter stalled at national size 52. Serena stored each pitch in a folder titled Patience Like Seabed Fog and kept stirring shell pasta. Fortune sails in with spring blossom of 2023 when Versace invited her to co-design a plus-friendly capsule named Mare Smeraldo. Serena answered with 3 tight, bright vows. Patterns must reach 62-inch hips. Half the campaign crew must be public art school graduates. 10% of every euro earned will finance Posidonia replanting media camps from Elba. The house agreed before dawn dusted the Duomo pink. The campaign filmed at first light on a floating basalt runway tethered inside the Emerald Lagoon of La Maddalena. Serena glided a deep azure satin trench across mirror water while drones circled like patient gulls. When images rippled through global feeds, every extended size coat vanished within 43 hours across 23 countries. Azure Lullaby surged beyond the 500,000 follower tide mark, Still perfumed with saffron steam and salt wind, she live-streamed gratitude from the pergola cart roof as early trams clang below violet clouds. Spotlight warmth attracts rumor swifts. A keto podcaster claims Serena laced iron corsets beneath linen between spoonfuls of myrto gelato. She answered from the cliffs of Capocaccia at sunset, sports bra and linen cargos, belly rolls brushed with edible silver glitter. Fingers tapped a laudandus rhythm on driftwood, then she laughed. The Mediterranean never apologizes for depth, and neither will I. 10 million viewers reposted under tag Silver Wave Truth, sugaring their own curves with powdered sweetness until gossip softened like brittle coral. Heart wages braided with capsule royalties, birth veils, a whipped body water, swirling myrtle seed oil, field honey, and mica sparks that glow jade under phone flash. 15,000 jars poured inside her father's boathouse studio, lids tied with Reclaim That Rope bows and tags stamped Nourish Your Horizon. Inventory disappeared in 86 minutes, raising 182,000 euros, written completely in letters. 20% seated lullaby looms, grants pairing industrial sewing machines with salt-proof cinema drones for plus-size youth in coastal hamlets from Persida to Pantelleria. 8 months later, 38 fellows projected a Murat's fashion cantata onto weathered ramparts, garnering breakfast show praise on 3 continents. Paris Fashion Week carved legend. 10 minutes before Serena's finale walk for Versace Curve, a backstage steamer burst, shrinking her sapphire meshed gown 7 inches at the waist. With 90 ticking seconds, she grabbed copper pergola strainers, flattened them into scalloped shields, pinned them across tight seams, and glided the runway, chiming like harbor bells. Vogue Paris titled the feat the Pergola Shield Miracle. Versace reissued the gown with detachable bronze petals, praising her tide calm. Another million admirers moored on her profile before after party basil fits cooled. Drama surfaced again when a disgruntled stylist clipped emails claiming she demanded lobster fregola and chauffeur dinghies for her rescue flamingo. She posted the entire chain, writer listing refillable water urns, lentil stew for crew, captured rehearsal monitors for deaf pattern cutters, then routed that month's affiliate revenue 125,000 euros into storm therapy circles for Sardinian weaving cooperatives. Fans echoed her Quay mantra, receipts eclipse rumor dust. By midsummer 2024, Azzurra Lullaby carries 6 million Instagram voyagers, 3.2 million reel paddlers, and 1.6 million deep dive vlog pilgrims. Engagement steadies near 9%, melting brand spreadsheets. Cartier beckoned for Dawn Compass, a watch vignette filmed inside a quartz cave glowing with turquoise fireflies beneath Corsica's granite cliffs. Serena accepted once Cartier funded therapy stipends for laundry crews learning design. They toasted with prickly pear soda. The final reel, her wrist gleaming beneath teal ripples, became Cartier's most saved post that season. A family keeps her kill true. Twice each month she streams Strings and Salt, Father Looping, Island Blues, while Mother threads copper beads on festival mantles. Serena thrift flips denim jackets live. One broadcast peaked at 9 million views when a mischievous monk sailed bobbed beside the dock set, whispered a net rope bow, and vanished beneath a foam of heart emojis. A marine refuge now sponsors each stream, tagging rehabilitated seals with solar charms funded by Veil's second-year revenue crested beyond 11 million years. Serena leased a silent tuna cannery, carved skylights through juniper rafters, and staffed jar lines with retired deckhands and animation graduates. Every 10 still wears its rope bow tied during midday Loundadas groups. Efficiency auditors begged for shrink bands. She quoted Nana Bianca, warm hands weave legends while machines merely count jars, and bows endured. Mental health candor steadies her grit. She pairs bluff edge editorials with hostile mirror selfies captioned Same Sea Gentler Tide. Shares breathing loops recorded in home oak woods and CBT worksheets in Italian and Sardinian. A teletherapy partner hosts sliding scale sessions. 94,000 users hail her honesty as first dawn. Community lantern sails glow each new moon. Glow Lagoon drifts invite fans to paddle bioluminescent bays, wearing veil on shoulders in LD rosemary crowns. Ticket profits widen lullaby looms and plant Posidonia meadows. Shore cafes celebrate 15% revenue lift on drift nights. Serena guides every flotilla, lo-fi island strings floating from waterproof speakers while she pauses mid-current to tighten stranger life vests. Horizons keep stretching like Milan sunrise ribbons. She is shaping a memoir titled Copper Aria for release next winter in 9 languages. A streaming tie-in wrapped season 1 of a docuseries tracking her dream to convert retired fishing trawlers into solar sewing and media studios that voyage the Western Mediterranean from Japan. Puma prepares tie pole sneakers, wide toe boxes etched with reflective pergola shields. 10% of every pair will extend lullaby looms from Ibiza to Ischia. If Serena Azzurra's journey from lapis chip cuffs to pergola shield miracles set bright surf in your compass, tap like, press subscribe, and share which spark glowed loudest: the silver dust driftwood riff, the monk's tail bow heist, or the bronze petal runway rescue. Scroll description for veil drops, lullaby loom grant portals, and tonight's strings and salt playlist. Remember, every curve can redirect dawn, every scar can cradle moonlight, and cliff-crowned shores still cheer spirits bold enough to blaze brighter than rumor. Knot your neck rope bow, lace those tie pole sneakers, and stride until the skyline whispers your name.